That's it, rub me down a bit. Oh, that's good. I've got to look my best, because I'm on Big Mouth tonight. I can't wait to meet Davina. She makes my bark all sticky. Oh, that tickles. Have you got any polish for me knobs? Oh.
Yeah. Hands up in the air, big brother crew. Yo, in the VIP. Everyone in the hands up. Yo, in the VIP. The Jesse's there in the VIP. The white boys there in the VIP. Eli's there in the VIP. And Brian Matt knows in the VIP. Big brother in the VIP. Davina's in the VIP. Friday night in the VIP. Davina McCall.
Shake that thing, miss. Can I shake that thing, miss? And I better shake that thing. Yeah, Donna, Jody and Rebecca, woman get busy. Just shake that booty non-stop when the beat drop. Just keep shaking it, get jiggy, get drunk up, percolate anything you want. Because it's oscillating.
They were the Wide Boys and Majestic. Big round. You guys were amazing, love it. And this is Big Brother's Big Mouth. What a week it's been for Dumb Blonde Ben as he continues his secret mission to laugh in the face of heterosexuality and generally just get on everybody's tits. And then, you know, that's what you get when the bastard love child of Julian Clary and Gordon Ramsay. This is what happens. I'd pay to see that, wouldn't you? Julian Clary and Gordon Ramsay. Now, that would be great. Anyway, time to meet our guests. First up, we love a loser on this show, so please put your hands together for Celebrity Big Brother runner-up, Terry Christian! And the second best thing to come out of Southampton after Craig David, it's Scott Mills! And in Primani, it's the Big Mouth audience! First things first, Kiva is shocked after a one-night stand with Brian Bello.
I've just never really been in that kind of position before.
Can anyone guess what Nathan's favourite type of piano is?
Fucking grand.
I used to love climbing trees and building sandcastles as a kid. Does anyone else have fond childhood memories?
I used to be able to self-fillet myself when I was younger.
Now, if you thought you could just sit there and watch the show desperately hoping for a chuckle and a badly written knob gag, then you're wrong. Big Mouth really wants to hear from you as well. Please, get in touch. There are loads of ways that you can. The details are on your screen right now. I'm plugged into the mainframe. She's feisty, she's funny, but best of all, she can read out loud. It's Susan Calman! You revved up tonight.
I'm literally, this is the most exciting thing that has ever happened in my life.
Ever?
Literally the most exciting thing. Ever.
Love it.
Ever.
Woo! OK, so Jovan became the second person to be booted out of the house. There is a lot to talk about. Terry, let's get your thoughts on the boy bitch. I mean, that's basically what he was.
Do you know what? I think he's only 22. It's tough when you're in there, especially at that age. And, you know, obviously, if you do the celeb one, you all kind of know each other a bit and you know to behave, otherwise it could cost you a few bob. Yeah, but, I mean, I think bitching for him, he's just trying to be interesting. No, I think he's just trying to be interested and trying to talk to everyone and not bore them.
Friends. Make friends.
And make friends.
Are you happy about tonight's result?
Don't heckle me.
I feel quite flustered, actually.
Do you? Yeah, you're right.
Don't worry, I'll keep them under control. If they do that again...
They're a bit insensitive.
I wanted it to be Jovan or Dave.
So, but are you happy with Jovan? What, did you like Jovan?
I don't know, I just think he is young, but
Boring. I don't
There is
think
a
it was boring.
No,
I don't think it was boring. I just think
there's
it
a
was
lot
a
of-
bit misguided.
A bit misguided, and I didn't like the way that he was kind of bitching about everybody. It's just...
I think the audience feel quite strongly about Jovan. Let's hear some opinions. Who wants to say? Go on.
I love Jovan. I thought he was really quite cute.
I think you're on your own.
No,
In this audience, I think you're on your own. Go on, mate. What do you want to say?
He didn't know what to do. He was like, oh, I'm bi, I'm straight, I'm gay. He's like, oh, what's going to get me a vote?
But you know what I think? I think he's worried about what people at home are going to think. I don't think he'd thought it through far enough. You know, that he was going to be on national television. Go on, mate.
I think he's a nice guy. He's just in the wrong place. I think he's in the wrong place and he's played the wrong game. Basically,
What game do you think that was?
Basically, he was trying to play people against each other, and basically
And it
they all turned on
backfired.
him.
And it massively backfired. So Susan Kalman is hammering down the fast lane on her internet superhighway. So what are your thoughts on Jovan?
Well, personally speaking, a feisty audience. Love it.
I love it.
It's like
Right.
being in Glasgow on a Saturday night. I had a problem with Jovan from the start because his name is spelt like an area of Glasgow called Govan, where Rabsy Nesbitt's from, and so every time I saw him I thought, Govan! But I personally, I'm not disappointed he's gone. I would have preferred it personally if Dave had gone. I don't know if you ever called Dave.
I think it was kind of
You know,
close.
I'm not disappointed, and I have to say the viewer comments kind of support the verdict.
So what are they saying?
Peggy Bear, which is a lovely username, but the comment isn't quite as nice, said, delighted Jovan has gone. He was well annoying.
Well annoying.
Well annoying. And Club Rick said, so happy Jovan is out. He's a snake in the grass.
So they've turned that round on him, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
that's the comment that he always uses on other people, snake in the grass. Is anybody sad that he's gone?
No.
I knew that. I'm not going to find one person in the audience. Oh, except for you. Lovely, down there with the... Oh, Terry, are you sad he's gone?
Well, yeah, because I think you need somebody like him in there to stir it up a bit.
I agree. I'm going to listen.
Is that because he makes you look good?
Are you heckling him again? Can you excuse me?
I'm so cut to
listen,
the
can I
quick.
just say something? I quite like these guys. I'd like them to come back. So can you just back off a little bit? Yes, mate. Hello. He's too bitchy.
Yeah, it's too bitchy.
You can't be too
It's like in the
bitchy.
first week. Hello. In the first week, he was a bitch and everything. He had a personality, but then Rachel left, and so did his personality.
Yeah, but you know, I think he did have a few dark days, but the rest of the time he was quite good fun. Him and Josie had a real laugh.
He was just laid in bed all day, just.
But to be fair, a lot of them do that, eh? Go on. What were you saying?
No, he's just a bitch. Full stop in the story.
Yeah,
I don't feel sorry for him. He's a bitch.
Hang on.
He just lay in bed, bitching behind someone else's back, and he didn't get up. He had no character, no charisma, nothing at all.
To me, the thing is, it's not the bitching. Because I don't mind. If you don't like somebody, you don't like somebody, but it's the stirring.
Yeah.
I hate stirring. Anyway, time for a quick break. We'll see you in a bit.
Never before has Big Brother been so interactive. With the all-new Big Brother's Big Mouth remote control. Fed up with the morons threatening to go home?
I want to go home, so sort it, please.
Zap! Send them home.
I don't think I want to be here anymore.
Zap! He's disappeared. Tiring of this hag's tireless whining? Don't turn off. Turn down.
Last 16th of July.
It's halfway through July. When do your kids break up for summer?
Till the end of
July or June?
June, I think.
Oh, that's good.
And do we really have to listen to this ball bag drone on?
The problem is my friends.
And on.
Basically, I'm sort of doing...
And on.
Amongst my friends, I'm the quirky one.
Not anymore. Futuristic. Now you really do decide. Product does not actually exist.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Big Mouth. Still with us is a man who, like Dave, has rivers of joy bubbling up in his belly for the love of God. It's Terry Christian. And David Hasselhoff. Once spent a few days with him, it's our very own rock DJ, Scott Mills. And behind an actual computer. If you want to know what the future looks like. It looks nothing like this. Say hello to Susan Calman! And of course our sexy audience. Well done. Have you noticed, right, what a narcissistic bunch they are, because they save the biggest cheer for themselves. First, the rice and chickpeas diet is taking its toll on the housemates.
People are shitting themselves now.
Sunshine reveals why she has trouble getting into her house.
I don't know what keys are.
And Ben is disgusted by the behaviour of the German football team.
They go around with their bums sticking out. They've got their penises hanging out everywhere.
Because they don't wear pants.
They're just like
if we were naked, that's what we'd look like.
They're just like ill-trained people.
So this is normally the point where we would be joined by the evicted housemate, but Joe Van's running a little bit late. We're hoping that he's going to join us a bit later on in the show. So what we're going to do now is talk... Don't... Listen, don't... Can you hear that? John, just say something. Just say that quickly.
I said we don't want him anyway.
Look at that. That's like a spoiled toddler. Oh, it's a bit late. Why go on it anyway? It's brilliant. Listen, what we're going to do now is we're going to talk movies for a little bit of a minute. Remaking 80s films has been all the rage recently. The A-Team, Wall Street, Paul Denan's performance as Gandhi. And you can now add one more to that list. Have a look at this.
From the creators of the 1986 homoerotic masterpiece Top Gun.
Oh no, Goose is in a tailspin. Goose!
Comes the film Tom Cruise wishes he'd been in. Bum Jones. The touching tale of three young wingmen. Maverick.
They're all going to be gunning for me.
Molly. The Monk.
I am very, very intoxicated right now on the love of our Lord.
Whose friendship will be tested to the limit in a time of war.
My first nomination, unsurprisingly, is for Ben. Grow the fuck up, Ben, man. You're 30 years old. Stop acting like a fucking bellend.
Please, could you give the name of your second nomination?
David. Jovan is tricky. Very tricky.
Shabby, you have saved yourself from facing the public vote. You must now replace yourself with a housemate of your choice.
I had to work so much harder than any of you to get my housemate status.
Friendship.
Can I do anything for you?
You've done enough for me, thank you.
Loyalty.
Can you stick up for me?
Of course.
Please.
Creepy touching.
Dave, should we go to bed?
Bum Jones. Coming to no good cinemas nowhere near you.
So it's been another quiet week in the house. JJ and Little Miss Sunshine have been giving Ben both barrels, even if he's taken some friendly fire from BB's own Rihanna and Gazy, Kiefer and Scabby. Basically, it's divisions in that house. So I'm going to start with you, Terry. How much, on a scale of 1 to 10, did you hate Ben when he went in the house, and how much do you hate him now?
Do you know what? I didn't. I kind of, on a scale of 1 to 10, about a 2. Because he's Tim Nice, but
yeah, he really is.
He's right.
And in his VT, when he went in, he was so
win
like,
it.
oh, hell like that.
No, only because he's so posh, I can't understand him.
Yeah.
He's like,
But have you changed your opinion of him since he's been in there?
No, not really, because he's great comedy value. And it's just, you kind of think, is he putting that on, or is he really like that? And I think there's something a bit weird about
Well, is there, Scott? I mean, why is he getting all this abuse? He's really...
I think that he is... We were discussing this at Radio 1 today. He's too posh to function. That's what he is. And actually, I think he's a really nice guy. I don't think he's playing a game. I just think that he gets baffled, and he gets himself into all these situations, and then everyone kind of has a go at him. I don't think half the time he knows what he's doing. I don't think it's a game.
Well, he really... Sean?
He's definitely gay. He's
He is
just so
not.
touchy-feely.
Scott?
You're saying...
You've got your mic on, sir.
Oh, I'm on, yeah.
Yeah, you're
I just want, can you point it out anyway? I've always wanted to speak in this. Just because he's posh doesn't mean he's gay. He's foppish.
And a lot of posh people are quite foppish.
Foppish and metrosexual, not a gay.
Go on. Sorry, you're a friend of Dave's, aren't you?
Your feelings doesn't necessarily mean you're gay.
Yeah, and do you think Ben? I think Ben's very in touch with his
He's
feelings.
touching with his feelings. He may have, you know.
Hang on, you're a friend of Ben's,
I
aren't
am.
you?
I'm a friend of Ben's, and he is not. He's just seriously uber metrosexual. And seriously, I mean, if I was to see Ben and he wouldn't, you know, be touchy-feely, sorry.
Well, he's just a touchy-feely person.
He really is, and if he wasn't like that, I honestly think there was something wrong.
Yeah.
So he's just
born
that way.
Susan.
Yes.
What are the peeps saying?
Well, the people, they're echoing kind of... When I saw Ben go to the house, I initially thought he was a bit of a twat.
I think we
to be
all
honest.
did.
And my opinion changed a little bit, and he is good for comedy value. When he was trying to explain communism and Animal Farm to John James, it was just... I don't know...
Two different films.
I don't know if John James has read a book, never mind Animal Farm, to be honest. But the main subject on the information superhighway is, of course, Ben's hair. That seems to be... Yeah.
And
So-
let's just discuss, because you can't see the parting in that photo,
No,
but
you
it's
can't see-
magnificent.
It's just glorious. It's lovely. And Forever MMH says, Ben's hair makes me want to go and be sick in a toilet.
No.
And Mario wants to
It's luxurious.
Mario makes me want to have a sex change into a gay man. Quite a confused person.
Yes.
To be honest with you. And this is a really lovely one. Sarah in Paris. OK, what animal does Ben's hair resemble? Squirrel? Raccoon? That side parting is monumental. So I think we want to keep him in simply so we can see it. It's just going to keep on growing.
It's
just gonna keep on growing.
over 11 weeks, it's going to get
It's
massive.
gonna be massive, yes.
It's going to be massive. It's going to be a comb-over of gargantuan
Yeah,
proportions.
he's not going to be able to get into the dining room because
He's
of his
not gonna be able to get
enormous
in.
hair. It's gonna
Does
be lovely.
anybody... Oh, go on, mates. What do you want to say?
First of all, Ben said that he dabbled in sort of gay sex.
No,
I
he's
think.
public school
Didn't he
boy.
say?
I think public school boys, a lot of
Right
public school
on
boys.
day one, and second of all, he's digging his own grave.
No. He's what?
Digging his own grave
He's... Why?
because he always puts himself in it.
Well, like
say-
Mario says, every time he turns
He
his back,
says
he does
things. I mean,
something
he
else.
says things. He doesn't mean it, but you know, and people take it the wrong way.
He's got foot in mouth disease.
Yeah.
That's the
Yes.
He's got foot in mouth disease, and you can see the terror coming over his face as he's saying these stupid things. And I think he's a lovable guy, and he needs a bit of tough love, I think. But you can just see him going, "Oh no, I said something."
Yeah, he's uber intelligent.
Don't chastise our guests.
No, I won't, I promise. Yeah, I mean, Ben is uber intelligent, and so he could well be playing a game, putting his foot in it deliberately.
I don't think that's
and
very
also, the whole hair thing, he could be building his career with Jedward. Because Rachel did it with Nuts last
Yeah,
week.
but look what happened to Jedward. Where are Jedward now? Yeah, go on, mate.
Too nice a person to say no.
I
Why did anyone so posh? The last 3 or 4 days, he hasn't even brushed his hair. What's going on there?
agree. Yeah, but do you know what I think? That his voice, his poshness is going to work against him, whatever, because people just don't
I think the main problem is that with the lack of food, him stealing food, whether or not he's doing it, that's what they're saying he's doing. And if you've only got chickpeas, for goodness sake, if someone's taking more food than they're meant to, they're going to get ravenous.
Yeah, they are. And then
He's
they're
entitled
going to
to
eat
it,
each other.
though.
Yeah.
Right,
He's
listen, after
entitled
break,
to it.
Joe Bam plus the Tree of Temptation. They are coming through those doors. Not sure exactly how that's going to happen. But before all of that, let's go completely crazy and talk about the drunk monk. The liquor vicar, the Baffin Bishop, rolling down the street in his smart car, sipping on his sin and juice, laid back. I'm talking about Snoop Goddy God, a.k.a. Dave. Now, we all know Dave has been put on this earth for one thing, to be on Big Brother. But what I want to know is who's covering for him at work?
This is Choose Industries, Inc. It's Dave's working place, and we've got a lot of work now since he's gone into the old Big Brother house. But, you know, we're managing. We're busy, but we're managing. Dave is absolutely amazing. He's our best employee. I mean, if you can just look up there, 16 months in a row. Company record. But, oh, marvellous. Yeah, bring her in, bring her in.
Hello, Choose Industries. How can I help you today?
First time I met Dave, we just got absolutely drunk on God. I mean, big time. just so you guys know, he can pack it away. Woo.
All right, take care. God bless. Bye-bye.
We're already behind Dave. You know, obviously all the girls have been helping us out and all that, aren't we? Yeah. Made a few signs actually for Friday the eviction show. Ooh, there you are.
Show
So,
you.
show us some of that.
So obviously Dave's doing really well in the house. We're so pleased. He is totally spreading the word for us. So me and some of the girls have been making some banners. We've got this one here. Jesus is watching
Jesus
you.
is watching. Yeah, like
Do you
that.
like that
Yeah,
one?
like that. Like the eye. Like
Yeah,
that.
it's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
This one, I died for you, don't let me down.
That's perfect. That's my favourite at the moment.
Yeah?
That's there.
Like that one?
No, I love that.
We've got this one.
Joe Van is... Right. Which one of you guys did that? Come on. Which one? No, I understand. No, but I mean, I just can't do that. I just can't... Look, I know they're starving about, right? I know there's a lot of starving people out. Can't you just get Bob Geldof or someone? I'm busy here.
Yeah, Jesus is here. He's just in a meeting at the moment. Can I take a message?
So, spotted it. Dave's desk. It's where the big man works. He's even left one of his robes here. I really miss that guy. I miss him. I really do.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Big Mouth. Manchester, so much to answer for. It's Terry Christian. And oh, what's occurring? It's Scott Mills! And she's like one of those clever people, you know, you see on a bus, like reading a book, thinking that they're better than you because they've got GCSEs and an indoor loo. It's Susan Calman! And of course, our sexy audience. Right, everybody knows my boy Westwood has as much mad love for Big Brother as he has for UK hip-hop. This is a heavy clip.
This is Big Brother speaking. Please come to the diary room, diary room. We're riding big with Westwood's Clip of the Week. Let's go in.
We referred to why we had been falling out, why we'd had so many arguments.
Jesus, where's that mask gone? Oh.
Go hard or go home.
Westwood!
So, the Big Brother boy baby's had his toys taken away. He's been dumped on the naughty step. Please give it up for Jovan! Don't be sad. This is Scott Mills and Terry Christian. Right, Terry, have you got a question for Jovan?
Well, I was just going to say, how tough did you actually find it in there?
It was hard. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be, though. I found it harder coming out. And
Yes,
talking.
because you're cocooned in there, aren't
Yeah, and then walking past people like, boo!
Were you scared of coming out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very scared.
Also, did you ever, be honest, stir things on purpose?
Of course I can be honest. I knew, especially what happened with Shabby, I knew she was going to kick off. But
Hang on, just let him finish. Let him
please.
finish.
I knew that was obviously not good. She wasn't going to just keep that quiet. But I honestly didn't do that just to make her angry.
Well, I'd have done it for fun.
And owned up to that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Susan, what are people on...
Well, there's a lot of support for you, Jovan, on the interweb. There's a lot of support. You've got a lovely statement. Ladell says, I'm so sad Jovan's been evicted. He was funny, cute, just like a playful puppy. Jovan was the most interesting out of all of those four noms. So you've got a lot of support support out there as well. Some people have pointed out as well. Kraken Toko said 1 minute he was on one side, then another, then another. It just got too much. Glad he's gone. So I think people thought maybe you kind of switched sides occasionally, I think.
Between whom?
Well, just sort of anybody. So, I mean, you were kind of everybody's friends and people would tell you stuff, really. And I think they felt that you potentially used what you learned from various people to go around.
I think I just had a bit of a big mouth. Said things I shouldn't have said.
That was great.
Okay, who wants to ask Jovan a question? I'm going to go up here.
Get it in context.
Jovan, when you were in the house, you really, really wound me up, and you come out and you just look like a slap puppy, and I just want to hug you. And when you're in it, I really, really, really felt that it was a bit of a waste, and somebody could have been in there who really, really wanted to be in there. Did you seriously want to be in there? I think you're really brave going in, but did you seriously want to be in there?
Generally, yes, but I mean, until you've actually been in there, it's very, very, very hard.
What made you apply for it?
I've watched all of them and I thought, wow, that looks like so much fun. I want to do that. Then one particular day just sent me down, and I couldn't get out of it for a couple of days.
Now you've come out and you've heard what people are saying and your fellow housemates have said. Would you have done anything differently?
I'd have sucked it up a little bit and just had fun, as opposed to, as some people said, being miserable for a couple of days.
Hug him, Scott. Give him a hug. So, it's the moment thank you. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, guys. He's gorgeous. He's sexy. He's a chest of drawers. Give it up for the Tree of Temptation. Amazing. Hi, thank you so much for coming on. How's it going?
I'm all right. How are you?
So I see you've picked yourself a nice couple of girls up along en route.
Yeah, they're pretty fit.
Really fit. So how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm glad to be out of that house.
Oh yeah, it's nice to have you down here.
That bathroom absolutely reeks.
Oh really?
Absolutely reeks, but so does that bloody audience as well.
Oh, sorry. Listen, we've got so many questions for you. I'm going to start off with Scott. Scott, what would you like to ask the Tree of Temptation?
I'd like to know, seeing as you obviously see everything, and we don't see... well, we see a lot, but we don't see absolutely everything on the TV show. What have you seen that we maybe haven't seen? So, any goss that you've got?
Well, that's a stupid, dumb question, isn't it? It's absolutely dumb, and I hate you, Scott Mills, by the way. Absolutely hate you. If you ask me another dumb question like that, I'm going to chuck the full wrath of the Tree of Temptation right in your face.
I've always wanted to be abused by the tree. Brilliant.
Yay! And Terry?
I'm scared now.
Yeah, go on, ask it,
I
be
was
brave.
going to say, was there anything you saw in there that gave you a bit of extra wood, if you know what I mean?
What kind of question is that? Are you some kind of pervert?
Yeah.
Don't mess
Someone
with me,
who you
Christian.
want to, like, rummage through your drawers.
You're a gobby-mank idiot. Now, shut up.
Susan, do you want to ask anything?
Yes, first of all, I'd like to say I love your work, Tree, with Scabby.
shut
I
up.
think you're
Grovel
lovely. When he went into the house, Jovan said he had a big one. Tree, you've been in the bathroom with him. How big is his cock?
What kind of show is this, Davina? Is this some kind of pervy show? I didn't come up here to talk about cocks.
Sometimes it does disintegrate into that. Has anybody got a question they'd like to ask
It's not
the Tree?
about cocks.
Tree? Tree?
Yes.
Can you just go and piss off?
No, he wants you to say piss off.
I'm not a performing monkey.
Davina. I'd like to know, Tree.
What?
Don't take that tone.
I'll take whatever tone I want. Just spit out the question. Hurry
Okay,
up.
just hold on. When Big Brother finishes, will you be flat packing yourself and taking yourself back off to IKEA where you belong?
Oh, you're going down.
I don't like you at all. I don't like you at all. After the show, I just want to be left alone. I might retire, maybe go to a nursing home or something, somewhere where I'm not bothered by bloody housemates.
I think the tree deserves his own show, frankly. Susan, what would anybody like to ask?
We've got a question here from a viewer. iDanny2010 says, Tree of Temptation, you are a coward. Give them something hard, or else I will personally come down to the house and axe you myself.
That's fighting talk. I dare him to come down to Boreham Wood and say that to my face.
Tree, let's give you the final word. Let's hear your final word on All the Housemates. Come on, what about Ben?
Shit.
Kiva?
Shit.
Corin?
Shit.
Dave?
Shit.
Oh, Iffy?
Shit.
John James?
Dumb shit.
Josie?
Gobshite.
Jovan?
Very shit.
Mario?
Knob.
Nathan?
Who?
Stephen? Steve, I mean.
Shit.
Shabby?
Shit.
Sunshine?
Irritant.
Oh, dear. Well, listen, Tree.
What?
Thanks. Thanks very much for being part of the show. Big round of applause for Tree of Temptation, everyone. Ethan, you stick around for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I haven't got much choice, have I?
All right, listen. We're going to move on, talk crime. Listen, it's bad everywhere. Bad people. Bad people doing bad things. It's getting worse. But there are a few good guys out there. I'm talking about the law. The Rozzers. The filth. The fuzz. The crazy poo-poo. People like Cagney and Lacey. People like Rosemary and Thyme. And now there's Jones and Tyler. Strap yourselves on for this.
You make me sick. Good to know men like you will be off the streets. We're really cracking down at the moment, particularly on straight women who pretend to be lesbians to turn on men. It's a big problem for us at the moment. You're looking at 3 to 5 years behind bars.
Lima Papa receiving. Right, we've just received reports of somebody falsely impersonating a lesbian to get onto a TV show. It's the picture of the suspect. Nice try, but there's no fooling me with that haircut. Lesbian police.
Right, OK.
We have reason to believe you are inhabiting a female who was wrongly claimed to be a lesbian.
Right, I don't know what's going on
Don't come any closer.
I'm afraid you're going to have to nick off.
If you'll just let us speak to Kawiwumi.
Who's that? Kiva.
Kiva.
But unless you've got a pass or a warrant from the actual police, I can't let you pass. All right, Dave, we've got... right here.
As soon as she gets out of that house, we'll be waiting for her. Katy Perry's got a lot to answer for.
So, right, Shabby, Kiva, love match. What do we reckon? Scott, are you buying into this romance?
Between
Kiva,
Shabby and
Shabby?
Kiva? No, I was just talking to Jovan about this. I think that... See, I thought before that Kiva might be leading her on a bit. And Shabby...
It feels like that to watch.
But Shabby is very intense, and I'm the kind of person that would, with someone intense like that, I'd find it hard to kind of say no and withdraw.
Yeah, but there are lots of little physicalities. I know, Susan, we talked about this, didn't I mean, what do you think? What's your take on it?
My take on it is that Kiva is leading Shabby on. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And I think Shabby will wear her down. I think it's just the path of least resistance.
So you think that Kiva will succumb to Shabby?
Yes, I think she will succumb. It's bound to happen. It's going to happen at some point.
I don't think it will.
I don't think
Terry.
Well,
Terry.
I don't know who her boyfriend is, but I'm sure he has encouraged her to be bi-curious. But the way...
Why are you sure of that?
I don't know. I think it's an age thing, it's a phase go through, but so basically, and I think she's leading her on a bit, but she will have to be careful, otherwise she's going to wake up in the middle of the night and find someone licking her legs.
Yeah. Seriously. What do you think? Go on. Go on.
She's
I'm
straight.
surprised you have an opinion.
Yeah, OK. I think she's
I'm loving
straight.
it. It's great.
OK, she's straight, and I think...
Kiva.
Yeah, she is straight, Kiva, and she needs to be allowed to be straight. I think Big Brother is bullying her into something she doesn't really want to do.
Absolute popsicle. How's Big Brother doing that?
I mean, it's just kind of setting her up with a date with Scab
We
and
asked
Shabby.
Shabby. Yeah.
Lesbians have feelings too, all right? It's just
Shabby asked Kiva to go on the date.
It just reminds me completely of the Anthony and Craig thing. It makes me feel really uncomfortable. It's just bizarre.
But do you? My feeling with Anthony and Craig was that Anthony really didn't give him any mixed messages at all. But Kiva, I think, is.
Yeah, but Shabby's the one to blame.
Yeah, because to be fair, like she's saying, oh, she's got a boyfriend and all this, but then she's like, oh, well, I could be bisexual.
But it's also the.
Shabby, though? What about Shabby? Shabby's giving her all these innuendos and like, oh, I can't take it because my feelings are so strong. My feelings are so. She's just a detention seeker. She's just an idiot.
Can I just ask you guys, if you knew that somebody fancied you and you didn't fancy them back, what would you do?
I think that she does fancy her back. She admitted she was bisexual. She leaves her on.
That's what you said. Jovan.
Kiva is a very lovely girl in that she likes Shabby very much. I'm not sure if it is more than that, but what I do know is there are things that they want to say outside of the cameras.
That they can't say in front of the cameras.
They can't say.
Like what?
They won't. That hasn't been divulged to me.
But that
I
makes you think that she does fancy her.
I think she might like her, but she does have a boyfriend, and she very much likes
so
him.
it's all very complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, you might be right then.
The viewers think that they're going to get together as well, I have to say. And a lot of them think that Kiva is leading her on. Vixter23, Shabby is being led on by Kiva, or whatever her name is. Loves it, it's so obvious. Hate both of them, though, so that's a nice wee bit at the end.
Yeah, just a positive spin right at the end. So listen, we've got to disappear from your tellies right now, but we will be back very soon. Welcome back to Big Brother's Big Mouth. Still with us tonight, Terry Christian, Scott Mills, Jovan, the Tree of Temptations, Susan Calman, and our extremely fit audience. Ever felt cheated watching Big Brother? Ever felt conned that a housemate just simply does not deliver? Well, our consumer experts have been on the case, taking a closer look at this year's series, and their findings are startling. Watch and learn. Annie Robinson. Watch and learn.
Hi, I'm Mark Allwrong, and this is Rogue Housemates. We've been getting a lot of complaints from viewers about housemates entering the Big Brother house under false pretences. We're going to nail these scoundrels. Let's go. Take this Northern Gobshite's audition tape, for example. His name is Nathan, and on first glance, he promises to be everything you'd expect in a housemate. Scratch the surface, and he's been a right bore-off. Boring. Next in our road gallery, it's Iffy.
Well, I'm a singer, I'm a dancer, I'm a performer.
We've had a lot of letters from vulnerable pensioners who feel they've been ripped off by the supposedly sexy dancer, who thus far has failed to get her knockers out.
We haven't had a peep out of her in weeks. And as for that hair...
It's a wig!
Upsetting, I know.
Finally, Corinne. And while she's lived up to the expectation that she's thick as pig shit...
Vocabulary. I've probably just said it a little bit wrong. Vocabulary.
Take a look at this.
Not, got a boob job.
So, she hasn't had a boob job, right? Wrong.
Hey, your boob's not real.
No.
Cheeky bitch. That's all for this week. I'm off to doorstep Holly Willoughby and confront her about why she's tricking people into thinking she's fit. Naughty.
That man was so rude. So rude. Holly Willoughby's so fit. Let's talk about the lost boys and girl who've not been cutting it. Let's just talk about Nathan, Iffy and Steve. I want to start off with Nathan. Terry,
I think it's still early days. There's a bit of sneeringness towards him, because of the northern thing. I don't know what that eyebrow is, though. It's a bit scary.
But I thought the northern thing was the thing that I kind of like about him. I just need him to do more?
Well,
being more
again,
involved?
it's weird though. It's what they show, you know. So because we're not getting a 24-hour feed, you don't know what's going on, do you? Really?
Do you know what? You should go to channel4.com/Big Brother and you can buy the live feed. £14.95 is absolutely fantastic. Scott, listen, how's Chef? Is he trying to woo everybody with the cooking?
I've got to be honest, I'm not really noticing him very much.
He's so quiet, isn't he?
He's so quiet.
He's a slow burner.
Is he? Is he though? I'm not sure.
No, Jovan, you're completely disagreeing.
He's a prominent force in that house, Nathan.
Yeah, but you know, he's not, but a prominent force, I suppose, because he's not in controversy. That's the thing.
Well, he doesn't care, but the thing about Nathan is he doesn't
care.
care.
Yeah, sorry.
I think if he'd got someone to bounce off, you'd see a
What,
lot
like
more out of
bounce
him.
off Jonesy, for
I
example?
think he's just trying to get in these first few weeks. He's trying to please everyone by cooking, and that's going to keep him not.
What? It's going to serve him really well. He's going to not get
wacky zany types in there. You know what I mean?
I think he's bored.
You think he's bored?
I think he's bored.
He needs a bit of entertainment.
Yeah, that's right. And he's solacing himself in the cooking.
So, Susan?
Yeah, it seems that Nathan's the one that people are most disappointed about. And I mean, I think he's great. The other day when there was a fight and he went out for a cigarette and Dave came out and he said, "Don't bitch to me." I thought that was really great, actually. But for example, one of the viewers here, Silja Desu, said Nathan has all the potential in the world to become a very entertaining housemate. Steve and Iffy not so much, get them out. And I think a lot of people are quite disappointed because Nathan is funny.
Well, I think maybe
warm.
what you were saying. I think maybe there are too many people.
But also, you tend to pick up on the wacky and zany in a way often, you know,
Yes,
when they edit the
exactly,
highlights. You know,
early
like,
days.
like Sunshine, God bless her, but she's like the Atkins diet, mate. It's a prefrontal lobotomy.
Somehow, that comes as no surprise.
She's lovely. She's
Never be a
funny,
vegan.
intelligent, charming.
Can we just talk about Iffy
Pretentious,
next? We haven't
pseudo.
talked about Iffy yet. Now,
Sad.
I think that Nathan is doing more than Iffy
Yeah.
is. Iffy, where's Iffy been? Let's just talk about Iffy. Who wants to talk about Iffy down here? Go on, mate. Who is she?
You know what? You see Iffy, yeah? Like, the only thing that's entertaining about it is her bald head. That's what I laugh at. That's it, nothing else. And
I think basically she's just super hot.
But on eviction,
And
when she
she's nice to look at, but-
when she nominates, the wig comes on, then it goes off. There's no one looking at her.
Like, what's the reason?
No, because when you nominate, you think people are watching you, so you want to look nice.
No, she wants to look nice for Big Brother. The housemate, she don't care. But when she's in front of Big Brother, she wants to look the part, and that's why she puts a wig on.
When she came in, I thought that she was going to be like my favourite housemate because she was like a dancer and she was like really zany when she came in. But the most interesting thing about her is just her wigs. I mean, we haven't seen much of her wearing them.
I think she's.
She doesn't talk at all. You don't see anything.
Does anybody think she's got potential?
She's been pushed out by Kiva and Shabby.
Well, she was friends with Kiva and Shabby, and then Susan, you said you thought she might be getting bored. Let's see what Susan's got to say.
I think that things might change, and Robin's read here said exactly what I think. I think Iffy, now she's flying solo from those two cretins, will be a better housemate. And I think now she is separate from those two, and they're off doing their own thing.
But
we
she
might
hasn't
see a
found
different
her
side of
niche.
Iffy.
Iffy name, iffy personality.
So Tree, you've been in that house. Do you think it's a good idea to keep a low profile the first few weeks? Helps you stay in longer?
Well, keeping a low profile's one thing, but I only learnt Nathan's name 2 days ago.
Yeah, Terry, what do you think about Iffy? I mean, she's gorgeous.
Again, I've
to look at.
not noticed her, and only for the baller. She doesn't seem. She's just sort of wandering around. She might be a bit bland, really.
Go on, Scott.
If you only dipped in and out of Big Brother, obviously you're huge fans and watch it all the time. If you only dipped in and out and saw it now and again, you wouldn't even know she was there.
No. So she's going to have to make herself more apparent, isn't she, if she's going to want to stay in that show?
Because if that's the way to win it, that's exactly what I'd do.
Well,
just
Nathan and Iffy at the moment, if they don't get nominated,
she's not going to get
they'll
nominated.
be in the last week. Who thinks they've got a chance?
I think she has been apparent, and it's usually the apparentness of her being there is usually when she's been manipulated by Shabby and Kiva.
She was so horrible to Shabby. She had a complete 12-year-old. She was just
quite mean. Listen, oh my God, Big Mouth, it's over. Just time to say a huge thanks to our amazing guests, Terry Christian, Scott Mills, Susan Fowler, Jovan, Tree of Temptation, Feisty Studio Audience, Flipped Out, Ether, Wide Boys and Majestic. I'll see you next Friday!
Yes. Everyone on their feet right now. It's Friday night, we're back in the VIP. 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 You don't want to let me in, so you get me in. the shout out, we dance out, y'all follow back there. In the VIP, in the VIP, in the VIP, in the VIP. Flash up your phone in the VIP, raise your glass in the VIP, put your hands up in the VIP, in the VIP, in the VIP. I walk to the door, look IMC, I'm going into the VIP. Send me the waitress, order the champagne, hate the bill with the VIP. Look, now I am me, so I gave her a VIP. I said, send them girls over here, want me to get this one short and me. Flash up your phone in the VIP, raise your glass in the VIP, put your hands up in the VIP, in the VIP, in the VIP. Flash up your phone in the VIP, raise your glass in the VIP, put your hands up in the VIP, in the VIP, in the VIP. I'm in the VIP and I feel like a champion. You can't stand here if you're not madness. Girls crowding me cause I'm handsome. They like how I said BBK. When the vibes in sync, you know how I say. We party like it's the last day. Might see me in the VIP, in play go by in CID. VIP, I walk on SBTV. Stupid like I done an AC. I got a Macy Gate, I throw crazy. Holding can't keep my shots. Nothing to stare at me like that. The thing is I won't understand. I'm about I don't need understand. I shut my phone in the VIP. Raise your glass in the VIP. Put your hands up in the VIP. In the VIP, in the VIP. Flash up your phone in the VIP. Raise your glass in the VIP. Put your hands up